All right. So for my final breaking news, Gypsy Rose Blanchard is out.
Officially?
Officially. Not officially. Officially out. With a capital O.
Nice.
Yeah, so we did an update on this a little while ago, probably like 6 weeks back or something like that. Just talking about how she's getting out, the boyfriend is not, whether we felt like that was fair, things like that. So Gypsy Rose Blanchard got out, and she has been making her rounds and appearances all over TV. She was on multiple morning shows. She's doing interviews with A&E, all kinds of stuff. So she's a completely different person. Like, it is wild, the difference.
Really?
Oh my gosh, yes. It is insane, the difference in her. For one, she has teeth, just for like physical changes, obvious changes. She looks healthy. She looks good. And the way she's speaking and holding herself, it all appears really healthy.
Oh, I just hit the mic. My bad.
Yeah, it all appears really healthy and good, like a healthy, stable, positive person. From the bits that I've seen, I couldn't see any cracks. Which
so
is
she
good.
doesn't talk like a baby anymore?
No. Nope. And there were a couple different situations where the interviewer was like, being out now, how do you relate with the person that was out before? And she was like, if I'm being honest with you, I don't relate to her at all. Like, it feels like a different life to me. Yep, she sounds very adult, seems very adult. It's really a crazy situation. You guys got to check it out. But one thing that I did have a concern with, or at least want to bring up, is she was on one of the talk shows and they specifically asked her, "You're out. Your boyfriend from that time is not out. Do you think that is fair?" And personally, you guys, I don't think that's fair, because he literally has a mental health issue. Okay. And I think socially, we automatically tend to we're harsher on men than we are on women. And I think both of them planned and executed the death of her mother. And it was just done with different goals and intentions. And she totally ignored that comment and just like sidestepped it, and was like, he's on a different journey than me. He's being held accountable different than me. I just I wish him the best. I personally think she got like the easy way out of that deal.
My personal opinion is it is fair, because he actually committed the crime. Conspiracy is not murder. She didn't commit the crime. She planned it.
I mean, she set everything up to allow him to do it.
I understand that, but
wasn't physically capable of doing it.
Right. And exactly. But the thing is I have a really hard time with this case, because I don't think I think about it the same way as a lot of other people. I see her as, she was essentially a rat caged. She was a rat in a cage.
Yeah.
And she had no way of escaping. And for her, it was life or death.
Yeah.
Like, my mother is going to kill me and I cannot get away from her.
I agree. And I see the boyfriend that is mentally challenged as a tool for her success in that.
But I feel like in a sense she was kind of mentally challenged.
Yes. That's my whole point. You're selling my point. So why does a child who literally just turned 18 need to go away to prison for the rest of his life? Somebody that has a mental disability, and she's only in there for, what was it, less than a decade, like 7 years or 6 years?
Does he have the ability to parole out?
I don't know,
if he does certain things.
It does not feel fair to me, because yes, she doesn't have a textbook mental illness, but she was dealing with a mother. And that goes back to what I was saying just a minute ago, looking at life through a keyhole, or growing up not ever seeing blue and having to describe what blue is. Like, I understand that comparison wasn't there because she was in this cage that was built for her and or around her. But he has a mental illness, which, if you're telling me that, it's not similar, it can cause similar things. And a boy that's going through puberty with a mental illness, and who knows what that does to him emotionally, starts getting attention from a girl and like has a white knight moment. I don't think he should be in there for the rest of his life. The mother was a criminal, and the mother was killing her.
Yeah.
So I think her sentence could be fair. Now, I haven't had any interaction with her. I don't know where she's at, mentally. I have no idea what the stipulations are to her being out, but I think that the amount of time she served could be fair. But I also think it could be fair if he got that amount of time too. So I would have liked to see her advocate for him, because it doesn't feel fair socially. It feels like it's a social injustice.
According to the law, I do think he should do more time than her because he actually committed the murders. But with a mental illness, I feel like there should have been more maybe focus on trying. That's my issue with the American criminal justice
system.
When
you hire a hitman, you don't think that person should get the same amount of time as the person that pulled the trigger?
I mean, yeah,
she hired a hitman.
But we're talking about, I mean, I guess, but not really.
Yes, she did. A woman, a girl. Okay, she was a girl. I get it, but approaching a mentally challenged boy.
That is not what happened.
Dude, yeah, right.
No, it wasn't.
That is absolutely what happened.
They chatted online for a while before this happened, like a long time.
Yes.
She didn't
What about it?
She didn't go seeking someone to kill her mom on the internet and find someone. She's like, oh, he's mentally challenged. I'm going to manipulate him into killing my mom.
Obviously, but you're like assuming that these social rules aren't there already.
Okay, all I'm saying is I was trying to just say my opinion. Like, I think that with him having some kind of mental handicap, essentially, and where, yeah, you're right, the mom was a criminal and was killing her daughter, slowly. That adds an aspect to it that makes me feel like there's a little bit less culpability on him because he's trying to save her from somebody who's hurting her, and he's mentally challenged in some way that I feel like, I don't know if he should get the same time as her. Like, the law, they have different charges. He didn't just get conspiracy; he got murder.
I get it.
So I don't know about that.
He couldn't have murdered her without what she did.
Yeah, and I do understand what you're saying, though, about like for the rest of his life. Yeah, it seems like too much, and that's my main problem with our justice system, is that it's like murder, get life, no matter the circumstances. Like, there's certain circumstances where I feel like you should be able to go through some kind of mental health, I don't know, like evaluation, some kind of treatment.
I feel the way that like advocated for
Denmark does it and other places do it, where you're like reintegrated into society, stuff like that, like real rehabilitation. And I hope we can get there one day, because I think just throwing people, locking them up, throwing away the key is not always what's best for society.
Yeah,
I understand what you're saying, but she may not even know how she feels about it.
I mean, what do you mean?
She may not know how
all she's done is sit in jail. I would hope she knows how she feels about it.
About with him being locked away. Yeah, but she also talks to her dad. Like, we don't know what they think about it. Does she have some bone to pick with him, thinking that he's the reason that she did all of this? Because in that movie about it and the documentary and stuff, they were talking about how he was trying to get her into like not so good stuff. Does she feel like he was the reason?
I have no idea.
Just because she's healthy doesn't mean all of her thoughts are healthy.
Yeah, I hear you. I just think that it could have been more fair because it doesn't feel fair. And I don't see things the same way you do. I think a conspirator, if the crime could not have been committed without what the conspirator did, then they both should be charged the same. I don't care who held the weapon. You both did it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You don't need to pull the trigger to end somebody. You need to help plan, and you're part of it. That's it. You should get it.
No, I think conspiracy should hold more time, usually.
I don't know if conspiracy, I think you should, if you even, in order to end somebody, if you had to move an item, otherwise that person couldn't be ended or killed if that item wasn't moved, then you should be hit with murder.
Yeah, but like in the situation with my friend, where I told the story on the True Crime Talk Show, there was a hit by his mom's boyfriend's wife who they were separated. She got a hitman and they killed my friend and his mom in the home, and the guy wasn't there. The boyfriend wasn't there at the time. He was at work. So she got it wrong because she was supposed to just kill him, not his girlfriend and her kids.
What about it?
Well, she only did like 6 years for conspiracy, but she didn't have to be there and do anything.
She should have got charged murder. That's what I'm saying.
I do, in that instance, I do feel like she should.
I don't think it should even be conspiracy.
Yeah, but she wasn't there and didn't open a door or do anything to, she provided money, obviously.
Yeah, she did. That wouldn't have happened without that. So you're selling my point.
Okay.
I think you should be charged murder. If you had any part of the crime of ending somebody's life that wouldn't happen without what you were doing, that includes unlocking a door, opening a window, sending a message, okay, they're asleep, anything, any of those things.
I mean, she didn't do any of that, but she provided money.
She reached out.
Yeah.
That is doing that.
Okay.
Literally doing that.
Yeah, telling them, like, this is where you'll find him. This is his address.
Telling
Here's
his
money.
name.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So you're literally saying what I'm saying.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
If she wasn't alive, that wouldn't have happened.
No, I did feel like she should have been charged with murder.
But yeah. I'm curious what you guys think with this topic. How do you feel about the boyfriend? Let us know.